Good evening. I hope all is doing good. I know that I did a little after dark last night. My black screen that was on that I uploaded to my channel. Um, does that mean that I'm scared, or does that mean I'm in hermit mode and I choose to be alone and XYZ? I mean, so many speculations off of everything. But as I've stated before, when you really don't know what things are, sometimes you can be, it will make you a little uncomfortable. It would make you a little, nervous. But at this point, I have nothing to be nervous about. Do I want to get on camera every time with the same routine? No, I don't want to do that. And if I don't feel like doing that, guess what you're going to get? Black screen. Because when I get on like this, you damn sure can't handle it. You know what I mean? So, and please don't be a coward and leave comments about your concerns. Leave comments about anything you feel like you need me to respond to you with directly. Ooh, my bad. I've said that before. Oh, what a time to be a coward. What a time to be a coward. When anything that I've probably, when anything concerning what I have called a truth out on and you offended about and you still can't talk about it but still want to justify yourself about it and you still have a way to, say what you need to say directly to me. Uh-huh. Who the coward? Okay. Another thing I want to go ahead and clear some this and this about. This is my last time repeating stuff like this because I'm under the impression, already that it's so many, haters, you know, um, that got an issue with the truth that I speak. I don't take nothing lightly at all. At all. So, what am I saying? Just because people act like they for me, that don't mean, they with me. That's why all them, I threw up the L one time. Then I seen former President Trump throw up the L one time. I seen even P Diddy, P Dussy, you know, throw up a L sign. You know, did that have anything to do with me? Did not. It wasn't what I was talking about. And how do I know about the dis and bussy if I spoke about dis and bussy before and I didn't know exactly what was what, but now it's evidence to show that that's what it was? Then it's bussy and dussy. That's what it is. But without any evidence, I didn't know anything. I just only knew whatever I knew and what I was talking about. Once again. So for me to already have stated that, and it's still people that's wanting me or trying to force me to do something and elevate in something in that I don't want to, lets me know that that's very well somebody from the Bussy and Disabel regime, because that's what they would do. They will always make it, and this is ministry. And unless I'm unaware of something, anyone need to say anything, make sure you leave a comment. And don't be stingy. Go ahead and subscribe. But if just don't interrupt my lives. Like if I decide to go live, don't you get on there and try to argue with me while I'm talking about important things. But you can leave a comment on one of these videos that's already posted, because this been like 2 months, yeah, like 3 months or something like that, and nobody still got with me. But I'm the coward, but I'm the one that like being alone and do. I sure do like being. all the way too. I go work at I go work at the pie factory. Before I ever connect with with a lie. You better believe that. You better believe it. Sure will. Yeah, yeah. I could have been doing whatever. You know, I could have some money right now if I just go out and do whatever. I choose to do this right here. I choose to get it the right way. Yeah. 10 times harder, all types of stuff. Some people like that, some people don't. They like, you know what? It's to each his own. And I've said that before too. So why do I find myself saying the same old thing over and over again? Don't do it. I won't. But anyways, I guess it's because people keep saying the same old thing that they don't want to, I guess, answer to. And you leave it out there wide open like this. So, I have to come back and respond. But not every time. And this is where it stops today. Because yesterday was a really bad day. Today was, a pretty much a bad day as well. For whatever reasons. I know today is just strictly, Mother Nature. And yesterday, whew, man, I messed up bad. I made a huge mistake yesterday. It was so bad. It was so bad. And I'm like, man, what happened? I wasn't focused. Like, what happened? What? How did I let this happen? Yeah. Yeah. Big, huge mistake. But I always tell you, you want to know, some things just happen and some things are intentional. How do you know? How do you know what's what, right? How do you know, right? I can tell by all this chatter and splatter, which people still can talk and you can do awesome. You can do awesome and people still gonna talk. And some people talk and just be on the bussy and this altars as well. You know. If they ain't on all of it, it's still, whatever. Witchcraft, if you're supposed to be on this different level but you praying, you know, you in do I want to get into that? No, I don't want to get into that right now. I'll just stay away from the whole thing because I don't even want them attempting to talk about what I'm talking about. No, not them cowards now. They be quiet as a mouse when I'm not coming on talking about something or whatever I'm talking about, give them my idea to talk about. But if I ain't talking about that, man, I ain't got nothing. No, I ain't talking about them cow. Yeah, I'm talking about them cowards right there. That's probably trying to call me a coward. But what? Okay. I'm just trying to make sure, I'm trying to make sure I understand, clearly what's going on. Yeah, yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna go back in hermit mode. Uh, it's rough, but I had to get on to say that, I'm not affiliated and associated. I don't know if people are attacking me or trying to attack what was, mimicking me, but not even talking about what I'm talking about in context. I don't know what in the world it is. But all I know is you can ask me what it is. And just remember, nobody speak for me. I speak for me and answer for me at the end of the day. I don't appreciate it being used Find you something else to teach about and encourage about in truth. Yeah, pretty much. That's the biggest hating stuff right there. To constantly try to act like you care for somebody, care, and don't come over here if you, and please, let me save you. Don't come over here if you part of the Bussy and Disabel regime. Please don't. Because I'm telling you right now, it ain't going to happen. I'm going to shoot it down so fast. Nope. And, yeah. Yeah. Anybody else, want to join up, working truth, fine. But, yeah, I ain't doing all that. It better be on some real things, period. Because that's how I am as a person. I like to work and build, and will, not, let me say if I could, I would build in truth. I would build in truth. I would create in truth. So don't come over here with no this and this and stuff, because that ain't it either. You know, that's just it. That's all. I just always want to, save people time. I feel like I'm leaving out stuff. It's just very bored to just sit up here and speculate and try to, well, the narrative has already pretty much, other people had put together this narrative about me, so I'm just telling them what it's not. Since they want to narrate my story and try to talk about, my story and what they think of me and all this old stuff. I just want to hear from you, please. So the next time all that, my 11 subscribers, if you're not Bussy or Dussy, you never say anything either though. So it might be Bussy and Dussies that subscribe to me. Just just know this. What can I say in short? Get my butt kicked right now. Naturally. What can I say? I was about to make a good point. Oh, yeah. So all that follows me, and agree with me in truth, which I should have like a zillion followers. I just should, but I don't see them. Just know I am not going to respond to that type of, mendacity, or I'm just not going to keep on talking about the same things I've been talking about for 3 months now. And of course others should have been able to elevate in conversation and go higher, with their gift, their certified gifts, their I'm just saying, you don't need me. You don't need me. You can do it. Yeah. Those that are under you are waiting to see the best you have. The best you have. They are waiting for you to go higher, to teach them higher. Those that follow you. Yeah. So. And all that, was following whatever. Follow on. Yeah, you should be able to do it without, I don't know. I don't like funny stuff like that, man. That just make you say no to everything. No. Still no. Okay. Let me see what else. I think I pretty much covered everything. I know I did say that I would come back and do just one short little content that I put together. But man, or let me just say, it must be said, I must put this together right. Because things that I have just flowed off of, like last night when I did that recording, that was a hot mess. The last recording I uploaded. And I've listened to a couple of videos. It was like, what? You was talking about this, then you skipped to that. Nah, I don't like things like that. It needs to be said right, and it needs to be um organized right to always make sense. Yeah. Um so I will attempt right now just to straighten up just a couple of little things I was talking about for a legitimate point. I was most definitely talking about how um, I didn't understand how Mr. Nathan Wade was removed from the case in Georgia when it is, when his relationship with D.A. Fannie Willis did not violate anything of the Constitution, but it had everything to do with his constitutional rights of choice to have that relationship with her. It was also stated by a witness, even, that Miss Amanda Tempston. It was also stated by her that the policy for the workplace was no fraternizing, and that did not occur, according to her, because she didn't see anything. So this is why Mr. Nathan Wade was removed from the case, because of his alleged, by speculation, by lies, by, people that don't like you will wait till you are down bad and try to create all these lies about you, or if they don't like you, they'll just lie on you anyway. And see me, I give anybody the benefit of the doubt until something proves me wrong. In this case, I was already wrong. So it just is what it is. But I'm justified though, because I ain't lied about it. Moving forward, back on them. They didn't find anything of an inappropriate relationship. So he should still be able to be on the case. Concerning misappropriating funds, now that's going to fall on Ms. Willis. If Ms. Amanda has, though, if she can prove it, that still don't have nothing to do with Mr. Wade at all. Because if he gets thrown in it, that's like saying, she's the one that's in charge of it. She, just like she told Miss Amanda, I don't know what he was doing. He was acting like, everything was cool. The worker, Miss Amanda, was reporting. She was like, I'm doing my work. I wasn't aware. I guess if some people, they smile in my face and throw me under the bus, behind my back, is what she told Miss Amanda. Just for Miss Amanda to be demoted. And I want to know that timeline right there a little more, and more thoroughly as well. But yeah, I think she already gave it. When I said I watched it in its entirety, I just meant like I thought that I had all the solid, points Miss Tempston was laying out. But those dates, I still wasn't too sure. But anyways, that would still just go on her. That would still have nothing to do with him, because at the end of the day, he was working under her, right? Unless, because she was paying all of them. So, no. I don't know how that would go. And I don't have time to be trying to say stuff because, see, when you don't say things straight to the point, it leaves those loopholes, honey. And I'm talking about somebody that's willing to make you look guilty and make you look like a liar. They will take it, flip it, reverse it, turn it, do everything to make them look innocent when they're guilty. Yeah, they will. So I just keep that to myself. But that still don't have nothing to do with Mr. Nathan Wade. So if she, for any reason, and there's evidence that she mishandled funds, then Mr. Nathan Wade should still be able to be on the case at the end of the day. He should still be able to, if anything happened to her, which I don't know if it's going to happen to her or not. But, it's all about the evidence right now, So we'll see what goes on in that saga. And I think it is supposed to be like late June, around the 24th or something. It's around the presidential debate with President Biden and former President Donald Trump. Should I get into that right now? No, I think I'll say that. Because that's too much. Yeah, I wouldn't make it throughout what I was just about to say. But it's a good point. Oh, I do want to tell someone, I saw your content the other day, and like I said, I can't call you a colleague, but just yet. But I will say that when it comes to the border bill, I will most definitely say that the Democrats tried to pass. They tried to pass three border bills. The first border bill consisted of a very bipartisan bill that ensured that everyone coming through the border would be scanned as they supposed to be, as long and the facility or where they're supposed to be kept at would be maintained by officials, and that it will be regulated to run. It will be running better, so you won't, Abbott won't have to take them to New York and drop them off, so on and so forth. That was the first bill, okay? It consisted of a solution, but it could not be passed because former President Donald Trump did not want President Joe Biden to look good, and so he told them that not to pass it. Don't participate in it, okay? So that was the first bill. The second border bill that they tried to pass consisted of shutting the border completely down. Yeah. Exactly what they wanted. Yeah. Exactly what, all would agree to, right? Shut the border down completely. They even tried that. They sure did. And guess what? It was denied because they did not want President Joe Biden to look good for his initiative, for his effort, for his leadership, to be bipartisan and to even go without what he wanted, just so this can be did for all. It could be justice for all in every area. Even though he still wanted to keep it open. He was willing to sacrifice what he wanted. That's an example of a leader. Don't look at me, I ain't no leader. Okay. Now, let's go over. So that was the second one. The third one, which just got shot down the other day, I guess it consisted of the same thing that the first one was talking about. And for the same reason, it did not pass because you have the MAGA regime in the House that does not want to work for the American people. They want to work for their political party. They want to work for their ruler, their master, former President Donald Trump, that they have to bow down to. He comes before the citizens of the United States. So I have to disagree with you. I do agree with you on the numbers, the money that was approved for war in regards to Israel, in regards to Ukraine. I agree. That's a lot of money. Yep. And you know what? And that border bill had money attached to it too, to actually handle the border. I thought maybe, and I'm literally clearing my throat, not for hints or anything. Okay. So what I was gonna say is, yes, that was a lot of money. Israel didn't need that much money. They sure did not, because they already had resources, military resources. The United States have already provided over there, number one. So they didn't need that much money, and interest rate was already, inflation is already skyrocketed. And believe me, it's just not Joe Biden's fault, because you know what? A lot of people like to aim it directly to him, but I will, that COVID money, all that, you got to pay for a bottle of water. I know you don't think it's for free. It is what it is, no matter what anybody think or whatever, at the end of the day. But then you got some money to spend too, so it really don't have to be this way. But it is what it is, because some of that money could have sure went back. I'm just saying, budgeting do need to be taken serious. Oh yeah. And so we didn't have to send that much over there. And then in addition, and I'm guilty. Ooh, because I'm so guilty. I made some bad decisions. Yes, I did. But it wasn't that bad, though. I can't just do I can't do that. Just looking at everything all in truth. Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. For real. I did all right. So, but it was still some bad moves. We all make mistakes, right? All right. So, let's see what else. Yeah, so I do agree with you on the amounts of money. Ukraine, they did have to go for a little minute without some aid. So, and they still got less. It's what, all would love, to hear. Although some people would would have preferred them to have nothing. They still got a list amount. Okay, I'm starting to really get my behind is getting kicked right now. So let me hurry up. So I agree with you on the amount of money was a lot. And then I also it was one more thing I agreed with you on, and I want to say it Right. It was it I saw your post. It was about the White House correspondence. I think she didn't answer a question directly. And trust me, I do understand that some questions they do is if you answer it, you got to explain all this with, and you probably already covered it, or if you do answer it, one question will lead to another, right? So my solution to that, I if I was her, I would you do have to let people know something. I mean, obviously, we're down almost down to those 5 more months to elections, and some questions do need to be addressed, answered to the best of your knowledge. I mean, if that's not your lane, you really can't go into it, but maybe like hold another press conference where that person needs to answer for that, to that, and I know it's probably so much going on, but just a little something, a little feedback, because some of the questions are you know, acts just to try to prove, that person's political party as dominant or whatever, which they have, the right to do. We see it all the time. But it's also ways to respond to those questions. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. You have to stay in your lane, because when you don't, you can mislead other people and mess other people up. So, with that being said, um, I think she could you she probably could have answered that. I think she could have did a short, just made it real short and to the point. But I will agree on that. Just a little detail. You don't have to go into it, because you can go, down a rabbit hole. I think that's what she used. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole with that or something like that. Yeah. Um, yeah. A little short little summary or something straight to the point. But yeah, I agree with you there. I probably disagree with, you know, um, just on that border, for real. I don't know what else you seem to post or whatever. That's why I can't call you a colleague, but I can most definitely, uh, yeah, agree with you on those 2 points that I said. Okay, I think I pretty much have covered all that I'm going to cover right now. Oh, I've been on here 30 minutes. It doesn't even seem like it. Like I just been rambling on. I'm trying to make sure that that's it. I just really wanted to shoot the Bussy and the Dissy Bell regime down, and it really amazes me how every time they always try to get you out of character and say something, you know, or they get mad because they get exposed. So now because you spoke a truth, it's your fault and all this stuff. Like they just keep on exposing themselves all the time, all the time, and so that's what that is. So I am over it. I have most definitely said my piece. Um, I have nothing else to say at this time. I'm trying to make sure is that every little petty thing, and for those that, like I say, follow me in truth, don't pay attention to them. They are going to keep on. They are offended individuals. about the truth. And it's just nothing you can do for an offended person. They will hate you to the end, even if you have nothing to do with what they got caught with. They try to take the truth you spoke and blame it on you, but what? That's you. Um, it's too much. It be too much. It just be too much going on. When I come back and do this other video upload, do not worry about what I'm doing. Do not worry about me elevating. Please do find other ways, elevation partner, so you guys can come together and elevate together. I do wish all of you the best that decide to do that. Apparently, you guys don't have a problem with communicating, so on and so forth. So make that happen. You know, every time the Bussy and Dussy, get offended, they go and prove that point, don't they? It be funny. You can sit up here and say something like, "Nah, ain't no way." Cause I saw a post. People so disgusting. I swear. I swear. I just thought about that. Because on the last live I was talking about how, you know, this had pretty much upsetted me. I'm a victim of abuse, but I also stated that the man that abused me, he grew up in that type of environment. He dealt with his dad hitting his mom, and he had some childhood issues and all that. And I guess he thought that I was supposed to be his punching bag. And, he didn't do it every time, but really, really controlling, really, really jealous. But it still is what it is, right? So, with that being said, that doesn't excuse, what he did. Yet, he was very, that's just the trauma he went through. And why do we end up reflecting what we hate so much? Sometimes it can just be unforgiving, not forgiving people. Yeah. You can become exactly, you know, what they are, or end up in a situation they are in some type of way, right? Unforgiveness. That's what that can do. Some things are just by choice. We already had this discussion, right? I could roll with it all day. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But people get forgiven mixed up with, I don't fool with you because you crossed me. I ain't mad at you. It's good. I just don't trust you like that. I don't mess with you like that. That's got to be respected. Because at the root of everything, when you've had time to straighten things out and get it right and all this, and you still don't want to, and you still just want to go ahead and say, oh, that was on yesterday, don't worry about it. Or, you know, it's an intentional hate. And you can always tell at the end of the day, even if it's covered up in a smile. Cause I'm smiling right now because I need you. I need you back over here, So I'm gonna act like it's still all good, but I really hate you. I don't fool with people like that. Is all people or all is all are all people like that? Some people do sincerely, sincerely do feel bad about what they did. Some people do. And some people feel absolutely justified. I just need you over here so I can get you back from for the truth that you exposed. And I want you to hurt like you made me hurt for telling the truth. So I can make you look like you crazy. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. I don't fool with people like that. Mm-mm. So just, it is what it is. Just stay true to what it is. Elevate with those and connect with those that, you saw an interest in and maybe formed and build things around, you know, um, concerning just do it in truth. Because when you don't, it's gonna come back and see you. Whatever you do, that will be my only advice. But move on without me, cause I ain't got nothing for you. No, not at all. So, let me wrap this up and just say I will be back with the last. It's so short of a content, but I just want to say it right, and I just want it to be delivered right, being that it will be the final one. And I know I've said that like a zillion times on top of a zillion times on top of a zillion times, but I really, really mean it this time. Like, really, really, really. It has nothing to do with anything. And if you think it does, or if you think something, please leave a comment so I can get back with you and answer whatever you need to be answered. Yeah. Whatever you want answered, whatever you need to be answered, please leave a comment. Don't go off of speculation or hearsay or whatever, or even your own thoughts at best. Please let me know. Okay? Remember, I do good by truth, not by you. But thank you. Thank you for your support. All right. So that will be all for today. Like I said, I'll be back with that final consent. Try to enjoy your day. Remember to be safe. I hope all of you would say or doing that. Be safe. Be careful. Say your prayers. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Stay true and be true. Don't look for me because I don't look for you. All right. Whew.